I want to show you three simple but very important trace minerals that can hopefully reverse alopecia. Now, alopecia is an autoimmune disease that directly causes patches of hair loss throughout your scalp. And there are other autoimmune diseases like Hashimoto's and lupus that can also do the same thing. How can a trace mineral deficiency cause you to lose your hair? Well, trace minerals are minerals needed in very tiny amounts. But just because they're needed in tiny amounts doesn't mean they don't have a profound effect over your body. These trace minerals are essential for a lot of different things. Regarding hair, they're essential in preventing autoimmune diseases, also in treating autoimmune diseases, as well as their effect directly in building up the hair protein itself. When we think about protein, people think about muscles, but there are a lot of other types of proteins in your body that people don't consider proteins. Enzymes, for example. And I'm not just talking about digestive enzymes. I'm talking about the enzymes that are involved in your biochemistry that help make hormones, that help do the work of the body. Relating to the thyroid, you actually have enzymes that actually make body tissue. Regarding thyroid hormones, you have enzymes that actually can convert the inactive thyroid hormone, which is T4, to the active thyroid hormone, which is T3. And then you have proteins involved in your immune system that keep your immune system strong, that prevent you from a self attack or the creation of antibodies against your own tissues. And out of all the minerals, there's three trace minerals that are very important to make sure that you get in your diet and understand other things that can create the deficiency. So let's first talk about iodine. You probably already know iodine is necessary to make thyroid hormones through enzymes. And as you're deficient in iodine, you can't make thyroid hormones. And when we're dealing with a thyroid autoimmune problem, there's some data out there that suggests that too much iodine can cause an autoimmune disease, but there's overwhelming evidence that that's actually not true. It's usually a deficiency of iodine that can create more of a problem than an excess. An average person is deficient in iodine because it's hard to get from our food because it's not in our soils. So unless they eat something from the sea, they're usually not going to get enough iodine unless they're taking something like sea kelp or seaweed, or in parts of the world where you eat a lot of seaweed, which is definitely not in America. We primarily get our iodine from sea salt. And even that, we probably don't get enough iodine to satisfy all the requirements that we need. When someone is deficient in iodine, they get an out of control estrogen level because iodine helps buffer estrogen. And when they don't have enough iodine and they get too much estrogen, they can develop cysts on the ovaries. They can develop fibrocystic breast. They can even develop nodules on the thyroid gland itself. Another interesting thing about iodine is that you can be deficient not from your diet, but from other things interfering with the absorption of iodine, like fluoride. Okay. Whether you're getting some type of dental whitening type therapy, or you're drinking tap water with fluoride, as well as chlorine. Chlorine also interferes with iodine. So there's three big things that can interfere with iodine: fluoride, chloride, and bromine, which is in a lot of enriched flour products, as in the bread, pasta, cereal, crackers, biscuits, things like that, which you're probably not eating because you've been watching my channel. But there's another source of fluoride that you may not suspect. In fact, 20% of all medications out there are fluoride based, including Prozac, statin drugs, other antidepressants, certain antibiotics, certain antacid medications, as well as certain anti inflammatories, all contain fluoride, which can interfere with iodine. And by the way, as far as the amount of iodine you need on a daily basis, I would recommend about 200 micrograms, okay, not milligrams, micrograms. Iodine is very, very important in a growing child. If a child or an infant is deficient, they can develop all sorts of cognitive deficiencies. But sea kelp, seafood, sea salt is all good to take if you want to build up your iodine. Now, the next trace mineral is called zinc. Okay. Zinc, as you know, is very, very important in your immune system. And When people get autoimmune diseases, they're usually deficient in zinc, and this